one stature, 1 cubit to your stature. He said, don't worry about your fitness. He said, listen, if you will make me first, I got your future, I got your food, I wish I had somebody, I got your fashion and I got your fitness. You just got to make me first. So here's the outline. Listen, remember his reliability. God is reliable. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. You see, I might come if I'm not sick. I wish I had somebody. I'll be there at the hospital with your grandmama if I'm not out of town in California. I have limitations, good intentions, but real limitations. But can't nothing stop God from getting to you in that moment of need. Somebody say he's reliable. Not only his reliability, but his reign. God wants to reign in your life. He don't want to be on the outskirts of your existence. He wants to be the king of your situation, the king of your decisions, the king of your marriage, the king of your house. He wants to be your king on your job. He wants to reign in your life. He got a set of standards. Here's his rule book. It's called the Bible. He wants you to conform to his righteousness. Don't do it like mama and them. Don't do it like dad and them. Don't do like what you feel. I do what he wrote. I take the Bible off of its pages and put it into your practices. How are you receiving this word? But then, my dears, it's about his resources. Tell your neighbor, God want to bless you. God will bless you. And if you make him first, God's gonna bless you. I wish I had somebody that used to sing a song. I like the way the boy sung it down that second. But the song said that God got a blessing with my name on it. Oh, I wish I had somebody. Some of us are trusting God for some stuff. And we waiting on God, but God waiting on us. He said, if you get that right, I got a blessing for you. If you stop doing that, I got a blessing for you. Stop thinking like you think. I got a blessing for you. Quit going where you've been going. I got a blessing for you. Quit hanging like you've been hanging. I got a blessing for you. And it's got your name on it. Oh, I wish I had a witness here. Well, I get riled up. I want to at least introduce this principle to you, my dears. Listen, first in your finances, 2 things, and I'm going to leave you alone. Listen, when you tithe and when you give, you are laying up treasures for yourself in heaven. Matthew 6:19 said, lay not up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and thieves does break through and steal, and lay up treasures for yourself in heaven, where moth and rust cannot corrupt, and thieves do not break through and steal. I wish I had somebody in here. He says in verse 21, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. I wish I had somebody. He says, now the eye is the light of the body. If there is light in the eye, the whole body is full. He says, but if there's darkness in your eye, the whole body is evil. He says, now if your light be darkness, how dark is your darkness? Now here's what I want you to see in verse 24. He says, you cannot love God and mammon. He says, no man can serve 2 masters. He will love the one and hate the other, or hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. Oh, I said that in Kingdom Life. You'll never grow in love with God chasing after paper. I think I need to put it on the shelf where the children can eat it. If getting more money is your goal, you will never get more of God. I wish I had somebody. No, you ought not go to school and go to school to be somebody. You ought to go to school because you are somebody. You ought not be chasing a check or chasing a change. You ought to be preparing yourself to serve God in the area that he's put the passion into your life. Don't make your decisions based upon a paycheck. Make your decisions based upon what God wants for your life. I know it's hard and I know you're struggling and you ain't going to receive that. But if you'll put God first, he'll get you in 2 years what it'll normally take you to get to in 20 years, because God blesses faithful on this. Somebody shout, I'm a witness. Have I got a witness here? Now listen, when you loosen your grip on money, money loosens its grip on you. Oh, I wish I could be real transparent, but most of the stuff I've ever been addicted to, it never bothered me. I started flirting with it. I wish I had somebody. Yes, but I moved from taking one snort of cocaine to snorting cocaine 3 days in a row. Oh, I wish I had somebody. I moved from smoking a nickel bag of weed to smoking 2 and 3 ounces a day. I wish I had somebody that, because I had a grip on it, it had a grip on me. Now let's think about your money. If you tight and stingy and always trying to get something, never give nothing, you ain't only gripping your money, but your money is gripping you. It's destroying relationships with your family. I wish I had somebody that's making you look bad, live bad. I wish I had somebody that ain't bad, because all you can think about is some more money. But when you loosen your grip on money, money loosens its grip on you. Have I got a witness here, my dears? The next principle is, yes, all is for life change. We'll talk about that next time. We'll talk about Malachi next time. But I want you to remember the principle of obligation. Notice he says in Proverbs 3 and 9, honor the Lord, but honor him with all your substance and with the first fruits of your increase. The principle, yes, is this: to whom much is given, much is required. I wish I had somebody in Luke 12:47. He says, to him that knoweth his Lord's will and does not do it, he shall be whipped with many stripes. But he that does not know and committed that which requires stripes, he shall be whipped with fewer stripes. I wish I had somebody. He says, and to whomsoever much has been given, much shall be required. He says, and to whomever men give much, of them they will ask much. I got to leave you, saints, but what I'm trying to tell you is that God doesn't bless you just to bless you. He bless you to be a blessing. I wish I had somebody. God wants to use you not as a reservoir, but as a channel. Have I got a witness in here? Yes, the Dead Sea, yes, has dead alligators, dead fish. I wish I had somebody. Dead algae and dead plants. And the reason it's called the Dead Sea, because it never lets anything out that comes in. Oh, I wish I had a witness here. And when you become a reservoir, you become a source of death. You kill everything and everybody that comes into your life. I wish I had somebody, but I wonder if you know the mighty Mississippi, the one that we can go down to, walk at night with our significant others, the mighty Mississippi. Yes, yeah, it opens in Mississippi. Yes, it flows down to Louisiana, and then it empties itself into larger bodies of water. It never dries up. It always overflows. Because not only is it receiving, yes, on the other side of Memphis, but it's releasing on the other side of Louisiana. And when you become a channel, God sent a lot of blessings. Don't no pipe that pump water fail to get wet. You will catch that when you get home. I'm trying to say to you, determine today, I'm going to let God use me. Yes, as much as as he wants to. Because the more that I give to God, the more he gives to me. The more that I let him sing through me, the more God sings to me. I wish I had a witness here. Look like you're looking at me strange. I guess I better do what you like. I heard of a 68-year-old woman that had worked for Mr. Brunson all of her life. She cleaned the floors, she washed the windows, she cooked the food, she washed the clothes, and she raised their children. All 5 daughters had moved to the north. Miss Brunson had long died, and then old man Brunson had packed up and went to glory. But the youngest daughter came back with her husband and told, yes, the old lady Emma Waters, you're 68 now. You can't mop the floors. You can't wash the windows. You can't cut the grass. You can't raise no children. It's time for you to go. She said, but baby, I taught you your ABCs. I changed your soil diaper. I warm your milk at 3 in the morning. She said, I don't care, Miss Waters. You got to get off of our property. Mom and Daddy gone. And they ain't got no use for you. She said, went on her knees. She said, Lord, I've been faithful to you. When he paid me $2 a week, I didn't give you 20 cents, but I gave you 40 cents. When he gave me $50 a week, I started giving you 10 instead of 5. Lord, I've been faithful. When he raised me to $200 a week, I didn't give you 20, but I put 40 in the benevolence. Then Lord, I ain't got no children, and I ain't got no savings, and I ain't got nowhere to live. When she got off her knees in the foyer of that big house, there was a mail carrier. I rang in the doorbell. Said, I'm looking for Miss Emma Waters. I got some certified papers that you got to sign for. She took her trembling hand and signed for the certified papers. And when she opened the papers, it was from an attorney. It said, Mr. Charles Brunson, he left you in his will a great big mansion. It was right across the street. There was a check for $178,000. And he had a note. Thank you, Miss Emma, for cleaning my home. Thank you, Miss Emma, for raising my children. Thank you, Miss Emma, for keeping up my grades. This check and the deed to the mansion across the street is just a thank you for all you've done. I'm out of here, children. Keep on doing what God told you to do. Keep on serving other folk. And soon, somebody shout very soon. Yes, God gonna come and see about you. Do you believe it? Do you receive it? Let me go to the next service. Shout yes! Shout yes! Shout yes! Eyes are closed.